From Baltimore's Camden Yards, the Red Sox begin the second leg of this long trip. And after a good start tonight, they face the rival Orioles in what has become a hot-tempered season series. Hi, everybody. Beautiful night for a ball game here in Baltimore. I'm Dave O'Brien. My partner, Red Sox Hall of Famer Jerry Remy. Garrett Austin along in just a couple of moments. And Jerry, pitching has really marked this 8-2 run for the Red Sox over the last 12 games. In fact, the Red Sox have the lowest ERA in the American League. Eduardo Rodriguez goes tonight. He's been a big part of it.
Well, you know, you have as much confidence now in Rodriguez as you do as anybody else on the staff. I mean, that's how good he's pitching right now. And, you know, he's getting an awful lot of strikeouts. He's got tremendous command of all of his pitches, his fastball, his changeup, his slider. Here you can see him painting the outside part of the plate, the inside part of the plate, back away with the fastball. I mean, he's just hitting his spot so casually and easily right now. And he's pitching with such confidence. And, you know, when you look at the last 7 starts for him, the record of 4-0, but look at the innings, 44 innings, only 32 hits allowed, 14 walks and 44 strikeouts. Opponents only hitting 204, and he's always pitched well here in Baltimore. So he's the perfect guy, in my mind, to get this started here in Baltimore for this 4-game series.
Yeah, going for 5 consecutive wins in his own right, and seems there's no question he gets a little something extra going against the Orioles, his old team. So the Red Sox opening up a long 4-game series, and the bats have been booming as of late for sure. Red Sox had the 6-home run game in Chicago, taking 2 out of 3 there. Mookie Betts blasting away. He had 2 in that series. Red Sox pitching has been excellent. None better than Craig Kimbrell. Red Sox opening up against the Orioles when we come back to Camden Yards. Four-game series. We welcome you back here to Baltimore. And of course, this has been a very hot season series. Right now, the Orioles lead it 5-4. This was the incident back on April 21 that got it all started. Of course, Machado spiking Dustin Pedroia. Barnes throwing behind Machado. Never did hit him, but the back and forth famously between Dustin Pedroia and Manny Machado. And then on May 1st, Mookie Betts figured he would pay the price there. Chris Sale throwing behind Machado. It didn't stop there because the Red Sox continued to pay the price. Bogaerts got hit the breaking ball, and Gausman was thrown out of that ball game at that point, and Buck Showalter right in the middle of it as it continued.
It's not a topic in our locker room. It's more about how to figure out how to beat these really good pitchers they have, and it hasn't been talked about. We got our hands full of too many things to be, having that to be part of your preparation.
We're looking forward to a competitive 4 games here. We're here to play baseball. We're coming off a series win over in Chicago. Eddie Rodriguez on the mound tonight, who's at least to date has had some really good success in his ballpark. So we know that this series, and then we follow this up with going up the road to New York. So we're looking forward to getting on the field and continuing to play.
And the Red Sox come into this series in Baltimore, just 2 games out of first place in the American League East. Here's a look at the Red Sox lineup tonight, brought to you by Toyota's website for deals. BuyAToyota.com. It'll be Mookie Betts leading off, then Chris Young and Xander Bogaerts. Andy Ramirez back in there tonight. He's the DH. Sam Travis at first, with a lefty going for the Orioles. Josh Rutledge at second. Christian Vasquez doing the catching. Jackie Bradley in center field, and Devin Marrero at third base, and the number 9 hitter. They'll be facing Wade Miley, the left-hander, 1-3, ERA of 3.02. He's been walking a lot of guys over his last several starts.
The Orioles defense is 5th in the league. They've made 30 errors in 51 games. Manny Machado will be at third base. J.J. Hardy, the shortstop. Jonathan Schoop at second, and Chris Davis, the first baseman. Left to right, Joey Rickard, Adam Jones, and Mark Trumbo, and Caleb Joseph doing the catching for Wade Miley.
Ups tonight brought to you by Toyota's website for deals, BuyAToyota.com. Jeff Nelson behind the plate. Then it's Laz Diaz, Doug Eddings, and Corey Blazer on the bases. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your TV remote. SAP presented by Toyota. Visit Compra2Toyota.com to see Toyota deals not seen on TV.
Buenas noches, amigos.
Weather is beautiful here, brought to you by Benjamin Moore. Paint like no other. Perfect night, 79 degrees, low humidity for the most part, and a clear evening. Game 1 of 4. Red Sox moving into the month of June, swinging good bats too. They averaged almost 6 runs a game in May, the second highest in the American League.
And Miley for the Orioles coming off a 2-game losing streak. Toronto and Houston the last time out. Faced the Red Sox 1 time in his career, and the Red Sox beat him up pretty good early in the ball game.
First one to Mookie is ball 1. Miley with that very quick pace. Chris Young on deck. 2-0. Jerry, 31 walks in 52 2/3 innings.
Yeah, that's a high total for a guy like Miley. He doesn't have the kind of stuff to be able to get away with that.
Mookie very much at home here in Baltimore. Looks at a strike. He's 1-for-1 lifetime against Miley. Former Red Sox starter. And a 2-1. And a breaking ball, it'll miss. And control has been an issue for Wade. He's had games of 7 walks, 6 walks, 5 walks. High fly ball, left center field, hit pretty well. Jones is back though, and underneath to the track, leaps up, and he makes the play.
That looked like Mookie Betts may have had one there on a 3-1 fastball, but Adam Jones, returning to the lineup yesterday for the Orioles, goes right back to the wall and times it perfectly. The jump and basically takes a home run away for Mookie Betts. Miley loves to start.
Jones been one of the better defensive outfielders in the game the last 7 or 8 years. So 1 man gone for Chris Young. He's in the lineup tonight in the 2 spot. 262 with a pair of home runs. He's 5 for 12 in his career against Wade Miley. Bogaerts on deck. Line and caught. They had to shift on. And he hauls it in. Hardy at shortstop. Now, before he came into the Red Sox dugout, a scary incident here as Eddie Rodriguez went down while warming up in the bullpen.
And it took him a long time to get back to his feet, too, and then he was crouched over a little bit, but he did finish his warm-up tosses, came into the dugout acting like he was going to be the starting pitcher. So we'll see. Nobody else warming up.
A strike to Bogarts, checking in at 337, tied for third in the American League. So very concerning moment for John Farrell and for Carl Willis. And a routine ground ball right to Hardy at short. And the Red Sox go fast, 1-2-3 here in the first inning in Baltimore. Very interesting. John Farrell came out to talk with Jeff Nelson, the home plate umpire, before Eddie Rodriguez had even started to warm up.
Telling that he fell down in the bullpen. We don't know what to expect. We don't know if he's going to be okay or not. So just warning the umpire that there was that accident in the bullpen. And we'll see how Rodriguez reacts here in the first inning.
So Rickard gets in. And the first fastball missed for ball one. 264 with a homer, 5 runs driven in. Last 7 starts, Rodriguez has been superb. 4-0 with a 225. Fly to center field, and there's Jackie Bradley to move to his right for the first out. So Rickard retired, and Adam Jones next. Here's the Oriole lineup brought to you by New England Chevy dealers. Jones just coming back after missing 4 games. Machado at third, Trumbo in right field, Chris Davis at first base. Trey Mancini, the designated hitter, he's cooled off since the last time we saw him. Schoop at second, Hardy at short, Caleb Joseph the catcher, and the number 9 hitter against 4-1 Eduardo Rodriguez. Former Oriole against his old mates here.
See Rodriguez on the last pitch right there as he kind of turns his back a little bit. We'll see how we'll have to follow that and see if that affects him throughout the course of the game. That's a changeup right there at 88, down and away. Good pitch by Rodriguez.
Jones returned to the lineup yesterday, missed 4 games with an ankle injury, and they belted a home run, drove in 5. So he certainly looked fine. Of course, we saw him in early May. He was involved in that racial incident that culminated in an apology by the Red Sox and a partial standing ovation at Fenway Park. 1-2, gently hit to the second baseman Rutledge. 2 up, 2 down.
The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. They are 14th in the league with 39 errors on the season. Devin Marrero at third base, Xander Bogaerts the shortstop, Josh Rutledge at second, and Sam Travis at first base. Left to right, Chris Young, Jackie Bradley Jr., and Mookie Betts, and Christian Vasquez doing the catching for Rodriguez.
Boy, what a difference from Manny Machado since the last time we saw him, when he was blasting away in the last series in Boston. Since then, in 23 games, he's hitting 186, and he is striking out like a madman.
Yeah, it's hard to believe you see Machado hitting 205 on the season.
10 home runs, the 0-1. Many thought he might sit out tonight because he is 0 for his last 18 with 10 strikeouts. Up the middle for a base hit, so he snaps that with a single.
Sometimes when you go into a slump that long, 0 for 18, you want it the baseball after you get a base hit. It's been so long since you've seen first base. Took a changeup that time from Rodriguez, takes it up the middle and keeps Rodriguez away from the 1-2-3 inning.
Mark Trumbo here, 268 with 7 home runs. Orioles just took 2 out of 3 from the Yankees to steady their ship. They had been in a free fall heading into the Yankee series, losing 12 out of 15 games.
That was a slider that time, and not a very good one. It stayed up in the zone. Very dangerous pitch. That slider's going to be down around the ankles of those right-handed hitters.
And particularly against a lineup like this, which hits so many homers. There's a drive down the left field line. That's way back, and she is way gone. Trumbo at number 8 to make it 2-0 Baltimore. That's a category they led the major leagues last year. They're only 6th in the American League this year, but they can do that in bunches.
Yeah, Trumbo takes a low fastball that time. That is inside. You'll see this fastball go down right about knee high on the inside part of the plate, and he just takes one of those big uppercut swings and takes it out of the ballpark. So very quick 2-0 lead.
Davis at 229 with 11 home runs. He was recently a big part of their losing as he went 4 for 44 at one stretch. He can be very streaky. 0-2.
Maybe a little gift right there from Rodriguez. That pitch looked to be a little bit away, but quickly ahead in the count 0-2.
Two-strike pitch got him to chase, and it is strike 3. But rough start for Rodriguez. He gives up the base hit and the 2-run blast by Trumbo. sports episode of Nesson Clubhouse. We learn about girls making strides in the game. Plus, a Red Sox pitcher shares stories of his mom's athletic dominance. Catch it Sunday at noon and all new Nesson Clubhouse, presented by Delta Dental of Massachusetts. Top of the second inning, Red Sox in a quick hold 2-0 on a Trumbo homer. Andy Ramirez returning to the lineup tonight as the DH. 257, 6 home runs.
At 240 in his career with a home run against Miley.
Hanley did not get a hit in the Chicago series. He went 0 for 6. And he pops this one up on the infield. Schoop looking up into the blue sky, and that's out number 1. So Miley gets his first man, tends to get his outs very quickly, as Red Sox fans remember.
Yeah, the two things that stick out with Wade Miley, the fact that he works very, very quickly, very similar to Sale, and he's got a great pickoff move at first base.
Pitched the 2015 season with the Sox after he was acquired from Arizona. Here's Sam Travis. Went 11-11 with the Sox, almost 200 innings in 32 starts. He zips in a fastball at 92. And then that winter, the Sox traded him to Seattle and got Carson Smith in return. Red Sox eager to get Smith on the mound after Tommy John at last. And that breaking ball will miss.
He continues to travel with the ball club, work out. Plays long catch almost every single day.
Going to be exciting to see him, given good health. A wave and a miss by Travis to make it 2-2.
And wearing out the outside part of the plate with that fastball, only at 87 miles an hour by Miley.
A trickler, and Davis will fire on to first base, and a bad toss. He threw it away, and Travis going to be safe at first. Well, that was ugly.
Boy, that certainly was. And Chris Davis, a very good first baseman, had only made one error to this point of the season. But he's trying to lead the pitcher over there way behind Miley, who tries to barehand it. And they're going to allow second base.
Yeah.
To Sam Travis. Let's see where this ball did end up. There's no contact with the runner, obviously. And out to question it right away is Buck Showalter.
And did it go inside their dugout? Almost hit Travis. That's how bad a throw that was.
Yeah, that was way behind Miley going to first base. He tried to barehand the ball. You see how far off the line he's playing against Travis. And now you see the throw way behind. And then the next action is where the ball goes after. Does it go in the dugout? It got caught under the railing, it looks like. And maybe that's why they allowed second base. So Red Sox catch a big break right there.
It'll be a base hit and an error, allowing Travis to get down to second. Boston trailing 2-0 in the second inning. Here's Rutledge. He continues to get the starts at second base with Pedroia out with that wrist injury. Wants to snap an 0 for 8 right here. The Yankees have gotten off to a quick start tonight. They lead Toronto 4-0 in the first inning.
It's interesting, that ball that got caught in the dugout. If it bounces back out, Travis is still at first base, but it got caught underneath between the screen and the dugout right there, and they had to pick the ball out of there, so they gave him the extra base.
1-1 is in tight. Including tonight, Red Sox have 7 games remaining on the trip after going 2-1 in Chicago. Rick Porcello goes tomorrow night. Game 2. Last foul up against that railing in front of their dugout. Big question, of course, for John Farrell. And the Red Sox and Buck Showalter and the Orioles is, does it stop here?
Well, in my opinion, it should stop here. I mean, they've got to play baseball. You know, where they're all located in the standings, the way the Orioles have been playing. Red Sox 2 games out of first place. I mean, it'd be silly to continue on. Actually, all the foolishness that went on in the first 2 series.
Well, Adam Jones said before the series got underway, he said as far as he's concerned and the Orioles are concerned, it's done. And exactly to your point, time to get to business. A little ground ball to the left side. Machado looked back the runner and got the out at first base, and they were 2 away as Travis had to stay put.
Red Sox season ticket holders experience the best seats, price, and benefits Fenway has to offer. For information on becoming a season ticket holder, please visit redsox.com/season tickets or call 877 Red Sox 9 today.
Vasquez at 341. 9 runs batted in. As a man at second base, but 2 gone. 2-0 Baltimore. Christian with 6-game hitting streak.
Very shallow out in right field too is Mark Trumbo. That's the direction that Vasquez hits an awful lot of line drives to. And from that position where Trumbo is, you may have a shot on a base hit of throwing out Travis at home plate.
That's a strike. So the count goes to 0-2 on Vasquez, who's been finding the alleys. He has 4 doubles during this 6-game hitting streak. Wade Miley with the 2-strike offering. Red Sox finished up the month of May 16-12. Winning 8 of the last 10. One-two from the lefty. That one floated towards center field. It drops down for a base hit. Here comes Travis. He's going to score. He'll do so standing up, and the Red Sox get on the scoreboard as Vasquez stays hot and now with a 7-game hitting streak.
And actually got jammed a little bit on that and able to muscle the ball into center field for the base hit. And you can see the fastball from Miley gets inside right there, right around the label of the bat. But Vasquez plants it in the center field, brings home the run, so the error does hurt the Baltimore Orioles. The Red Sox make it hurt. As Travis comes around with the first run of the night for Boston.
440 during the now 7-game hitting streak for Vasquez.
Well aware of that move of Miley. I'm telling you, you can bet that they went over that in pregame meeting. Don't get much of a lead at all because he has got the toughest, one of the toughest I've ever seen.
A little bit of a grin there from the Sox catcher.
See the lead he's got right now, about 1.5 feet.
Now to run inside, 1-1 on Jackie.
I was watching Vasquez that time. He had a lead of about 2 feet, and he was leaning back toward first base.
Miley with 26 pickoffs in his career, all since 2011, 4th most in the majors. Two down, a run in, 2-1 Baltimore. Hot shot, base hit toward the gap. Vasquez heading into third. As the throw comes into second base, and they're on the corners. The 3rd hit in the inning for Boston.
Jackie Bradley doing a good job against left-handers recently. Picks up that base hit to play a little first and third for the Red Sox with 2 outs.
His last 16 games, he's hitting up around 290. This Cold Hard Facts brought to you by Clean Crisp Coors Light. Last two games, the Red Sox 7, 8, 9 batters are combined 333 with 12 RBIs, 3 homers, 2 doubles. Marrero in the thick of that with a 2-home run game in Chicago. And looking at strike one. Red Sox stacking up the right-hand batters here tonight. Moreland's out of the lineup. Benintendi's out of the lineup. And strike two.
A backdoor slider that time from Miley. He'll throw the fastball, curveball, slider, and the changeup.
Vasquez at third, Bradley at first, a run in. But 2 strikes in Devin Marrero. Betts would be next. Two and two. The lefty's pitch, and he bounced it up there. So full count.
Now you got to be careful if you're Bradley at first base on the 3-2 count. Just don't take off and go. Wait to make sure that ball's going to home plate, or you could be picked off on the 3-2 count with 2 outs.
Miley leading the pack in walks in the American League. Had him down 0-2. Not a big crowd here tonight for the start of this 4-game series. Weather is certainly not a factor. Couldn't be nicer. 3-2. He knocked it foul out of play.
Yeah, the weather here, like most of the East Coast, has not been very good this spring, and this is one of the better days that they've had in quite some time. Beautiful today in Baltimore.
Vasquez at third, Bradley off first base with the lead, 2 down, 3-2 coming. He hangs in there.
Good job here by Marrero, fouling off a lot of pitches, long at bat.
Red Sox fans, if you like bacon and beer, who doesn't? We have the event for you. The Red Sox Foundation, Saturday, June 10. Join us for the 3rd annual Bacon and Beer Fest at Fenway Park. Visit redsox.com/bacon for more info. In play, the chopper to Hardy. He'll go to first base to retire the side, but the Red Sox do score. An error plays a role in that. 2-1 Baltimore. Signed by Baltimore in January of 2010, Rodriguez owns a 3-1 record in 6 starts against them. He's allowed only 5 earned runs in that time. Twisted Tea, tasting like real iced tea, be a little twisted. Underway here in the bottom half of the second inning. 2-1 Orioles leading the Sox. Stop number 2 on this 3-city trip. Trey Mancini here. At least as far as the home runs, he's cooled off since the last time we saw the youngster, who hit 10 home runs in his first 26 major league games. Only George Scott and Gary Sanchez hit more in their first 26. They both hit 11.
Change up away that time from Rodriguez. Gets him to chase one well off the outside part of the plate.
Rodriguez allowing a 2-run homer to Mark Trumbo in the first inning down the left field line. Fly to right field. Betts backing up and turning, and now it's off the wall. It bounces right past him. Into second base, Mancini has a double. That had more life to it than maybe Mookie thought initially.
Yeah, that was a changeup that time that he takes to the opposite field with some authority. But I agree, it looked like when it left the bat, it wasn't going to be enough to get off the wall, the bottom of the wall. Betts goes back. It looked like he wanted to jump. I think he thought he was a little bit closer to the wall than he actually was. That ball not missing a home run by very much.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Would have been the second in the first 2 innings. And remember, Rodriguez took an awkward tumble while warming up in the bullpen before starting this game. It concerned the Red Sox enough that John Farrell went out and spoke with a home plate umpire Jeff Nelson before Rodriguez tossed his first pitch, presumably to tell him about that tumble out there in the bullpen. And this pitcher might not be 100% tonight. Well, he's allowed a home run, a double, and a single. Here's Schoop.
And you notice the velocity on his fastball right now, only 91 miles an hour. But the last 3 that he's thrown have been about 91. That's below what he normally throws.
I showed you a pitch that he made in the first inning, and he gave a little twist at the hip.
Yeah.
After that, as if he were uncomfortable. Stopped by Vasquez.
To me, you know, looking at it now, and the last couple of pitches, his delivery does not look fluid.
The question is, did he hurt himself, or is he just tight? Something he can work out. Schoop 274, 7 homers. He has a 4-game hit streak. And he pops up. Bogart's drifting out. Young coming in. And Xander wants it. That's the first out in the inning.
When you look at him deliver the ball to home plate, it doesn't look like he's rotating an awful lot. It's almost like something's caused him to hesitate with that full rotation. That time he does get the result. He gets to pop up on a changeup. And that leaves the man at second base with now 1 out.
For J.J. Hardy, the shortstop, 220 with 3 home runs. Word is that Hardy is a world-class ping pong player. He's actually retired. He said if anyone wants to challenge him, he'll come out of retirement. Apparently off the charts. And you know how competitive those inside the clubhouse ping pong tournaments can get. Runner at second and 1 down. Red Sox trailing 2-1 here in Baltimore. A strike.
Hardy's done a pretty good job in his career against Rodriguez. 3 for 10.
The left-hander with a 1-1. is just a little bit high, according to Jeff Nelson.
There's a fastball that returns to 93 miles an hour. Right at the top of the strike zone, it looked like, but not getting the call.
Mancini after the double, leading at second. 2-1 pitch. Another pop-up. Bogart's again heading back. Bradley charging, but Xander wants that one for the second out. So 2 down, and Ace Ticket is Boston's trusted source for Red Sox tickets. From bleachers to boxes, Ace Ticket has the lowest prices, all with a 200% guarantee. Visit aceticket.com now or call 1-800-MY-SEATS.
A lot of Red Sox fans here, and I'm sure as the weekend goes on, there will be more Red Sox fans as they get into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday here in this beautiful ballpark.
Good seats can be had. Here's Joseph, 253 with a pair of home runs as Rodriguez tries to escape the inning without any more runs. 2-1 Baltimore. Eduardo coming off a 3-0 win over Seattle. He went 6, 5 hits, no runs, struck out 4. One and one. In that start, he did walk 3 men. Red Sox pitching staff has issued the fewest walks in the major leagues. He's taking his time out there, getting the sign from Vasquez, a man at second. One ball, 2 strikes.
That fastball right down the middle of the plate. Very good pitch to hit there for Joseph, but just takes it. Now many options for Rodriguez here with the count 1-2. One of those options could be a changeup down and away.
He struck out Chris Davis in the first inning. And he strikes out Joseph to end the second and freezes that runner at second base.
Talk about Vasquez playing with catches and the hitters and runners, and It's a good example right there. You could see him. He was given the sign like he wanted the ball low. That's for the runner who was at second base. And then all of a sudden they pop back with a high fastball. So, you know, if the runner at second base is giving, you know, location that they want the ball down, that's what the sign he's given him. Then all of a sudden he goes up in the strike zone for the strikeout.
Called strike and Mookie Betts. Lexus has developed the Lexus Strikeout Hunger program in partnership with Nesson and the Greater Boston Food Bank. Visit your Boston area Lexus dealer in June to donate non-perishable food items. For more information, visit Nesson.com/Lexus.
It's kind of a joy watching Vasquez behind the plate because he's always doing something. You know, when there's a man at second base, he's always trying to create some kind of diversion.
And would you agree, emerging right now as the undisputed lead catcher?
Well, the way he's, you know, swinging the bat, he's certainly getting more of the reps right now.
A 2-1. We talk about how well he's worked, for example, with Chris Sale. Talking about Sandy Leon. I will say this, though, is Rob Bradford had a great story on him the other day, WEEI.com. Chris Sale has not shaken off a catcher in 6 years.
You know, I was sitting with Hawk Harrelson having lunch with him yesterday prior to the game, and he told me that Burley, in all the years that he pitched for the White Sox, never once shook off the catcher.
Really?
Not once in all that time. And that's where Sale got it from. They put on a number, he throws that pitch.
Chris coming off a win, 3-2. Will pop up on the right side. Schoop and Davis there. Davis with the catch on the cut of the grass. And Mookie Betts is 0 for 2. One out here in the third, 2-1 Baltimore. Chris Young will be next. Young with a line drive to the infield his first time up, so he's 0 for 1.
Once again, the Orioles going to the shift on the left side. 3 players on the left side of the infield for Young. Most teams do that to him, and sometimes they'll switch with 2 strikes. They'll move the second baseman back.
That's a hot shot past the diving Hardy for a base hit.
And that's why they put the shift on him. I mean, he hits the ball very hard to the left side of the infield. That time it was a breaking ball. It looked like a curveball from Miley that he's able to rope between Machado and J.J. Hardy. Hardy with the dive. Can't come up with it.
So Young now 6 for 14 against the left-hander in his career. Xander Bogaerts 0 for 1. He's grounded to the shortstop. Red Sox have 4 hits against Miley. They'll get away from the catcher. Young trying to move up to throw the tag, and he is out. Joseph with a quick recovery to cut him down, and Young out at second base, 2 away.
Yeah, that ball did not get that far away from Caleb Joseph, and it rolled up the third base line a little bit. So you can see right there, after reading the ball being bobbled, that's when Young takes off, but very quick to react was Joseph. He got to it very quickly and throws him out at second base without a problem. They're actually waiting on Chris Young.
Bogaerts with 4 hits on Tuesday, including his second home run of 2017. 2-1. Became the first Red Sox hitter to have 4 hits against a left-handed pitcher in a single game since 2013. Getting another left-hander tonight. Getting 387 off lefties for the season.
Tonight after Red Sox coverage on Nesson Sports Today, highlights and reaction from Game 1 of the NBA Finals between the Warriors and the Cavs. Nesson Sports Today is presented by People's United Bank. See what know-how can do.
2-2, just got a piece of that one. to stay alive.
And a change up that time at 80 miles an hour.
Flies center field straight away. Jones right there for the catch. And that's all. The Red Sox in the end bring up only 3 men in the 3rd inning. Moment honoring the 07 Red Sox World Championship season. Game number 53. The Sox would lose to the Yankees 9-5. David Ortiz registered 3 hits for the Red Sox. Beautiful night here in Baltimore. It is 2-1 Orioles as we bring you the last half of the 3rd. Joey Rickard has hit safely in 6 in a row to lead things off here against Eduardo Rodriguez. Indicating a bunt. He'll look at a strike.
No surprise to Marrero. He was playing shallow at third base anyway, charging hard on that attempted fake bunt.
Rickard went on to DL in April with a sprained left middle finger. On that topic, the New York Mets have fired Mr. Met for flashing one of those digits at a fan. Mr. Met, known for his oversized head, among the more recognizable mascots in sports. Technically, he has only 4 digits in each hand, 3 fingers and a thumb. Aiming one of those fingers at a fan, and that was all she wrote.
If he doesn't have 5 fingers, I would take him to court for firing.
Yeah.
Right? How do you prove it?
Hire a lawyer. That's all we need. A lawsuit over this.
Could happen in New York.
Yes, you're right. I'd give any amount of money to see him in a courtroom wearing that oversized head. And that said, we apologize for the inappropriate action of this employee. We do not condone this type of behavior. We are dealing with this matter internally. Mr. Met. I worked with Tom Seaver when we did the Mets on weekends for several years. He hated Mr. Met. Very deeply personal. The 2-2 and popped up sky high. Vasquez back to the netting and no room for him.
Yeah, not a lot of room behind home plate here at Camden Yards. It's a very short distance to that screen. And a lot of those pop-ups just make it in the first couple of rows.
Adam Jones on deck, and then Manny Machado here.
That's not going to look good on Mr. Met's resume as he goes around the league trying to find employment.
Yeah, how do you explain that one away? You know, I'm here for the kids. Ground ball to third. Friendly bounce from Marrero. And Rickard is 0 for 2. Yeah, that's a tough one. You know, they get to that item at the very bottom. You know, what was the reason you left the Mets?
Well, as I said, I would take him to court. I would take the Mets to court because he's only got 4 fingers. There's no way to prove it. You cannot prove it. Right?
Like, what was he doing?
Exactly.
Exactly what was he doing, Your Honor?
I'm not going to show you an example of what I mean. I like my job.
Right. Adam Jones 0 for 1. He's grounded to second. Slaps a fly ball into center. Weakly hit. Charging in Betts. And Mookie's there for the grab. 2 down.
A lot of speed in that part of the field for the Red Sox. The center field, right field, and they close the gap on a lot of high pop-ups. That time Mookie Betts coming a long way to make that catch against Adam Jones.
Machado next. Home is where the Red Sox are. 47 Fenway is now open at the corner of Yawkey and Arthur's Way. Grab your Sox gear from the brand that is called Boston Home since 1947. Rodriguez looking for his first 1-2-3 of this contest. 2-1 Baltimore. Machado snapping an 0 for 18 with a base hit in the first inning. Machado's dust up with the Red Sox has not hurt his standing with the fans. He's the top vote getter for the starting position at third in the All-Star game in July. 2-0. Last I checked, Mookie Betts was third among the top 3 outfielders in votes. 2-1.
Couple of fastballs inside and back to the changeup away. The changeup's what he got a base hit on his last time up in the first inning.
Broken back ground ball behind the bag. Marrero at the charge, the throw, and very smoothly done to get him 1-2-3.
Don't miss WB Mason Extra Innings live right after the game. TC, Tim Wakefield, and Steve Lyons will break down tonight's game, and you'll hear from Eduardo Rodriguez and John Farrell. Whatever, whenever, wherever, who but WB Mason?
Well, Rodriguez appears to have shaken off whatever ailed him early when he took that slip in the bullpen. Talking there with Rick Porcello, who pitches tomorrow in Game 2. Top of the 4th inning, Hanley Ramirez is 0 for 1. He's popped up to second. This is before the game if you missed it. Down he went. He did complete his warm-up tosses and obviously started the game. Immediately gave up 2 runs in the 1st inning on a home run by Trumbo. Red Sox came back, got a run in the 2nd on an RBI single by Christian Vasquez to drive in Sam Travis. Hanley just 6 for 26 against Miley, but one of those hits is a homer. And that's going to be in there for strike 3. Caught him looking.
That changeup that time that was supposed to be down and away. Instead, it leaks inside. You can see where the catch is set up and see where the pitch goes inside corner, but it certainly was a strike and good enough to strike out Ramirez on the changeup.
Hanley 0 for 2. Now the rookie Travis, who singled and went to second on a throwing error by Davis, the first baseman, in the 2nd inning. That led to a run. Red Sox got to Baltimore after the flight from Chicago about 3:45 this morning. By the time they arrived at the hotel, although Eduardo Rodriguez was sent on ahead of the club, he got a decent night's sleep. 1-1 breaking ball will miss.
As usual, when that happens, Red Sox a later bus to the ballpark and no batting practice today for the Red Sox. You know, guys have optional hitting if they want in the cage, but nothing on the field.
Miley's 2-1, a check swing, now 3 balls and a strike. You know, the one thing he's done so far tonight is stay completely away from ball 4.
Yeah, he has. We'll see if he can continue that here against Travis.
Rutledge on deck. Walk's been a real problem for the left-hander. That's going to drop down into right center field. It falls in for a base hit, and Travis has his 2nd hit tonight. MLB.TV Premium is back better than ever. Watch every out-of-market regular season game live on over 400 supported devices. Blackout and other restrictions may apply. Visit MLB.TV for details. And Travis continues to hit. Went 3 for 4 on Tuesday, 2 for 2 tonight. Here's Rutledge. He is grounded to third.
Everybody's leaning back toward the bag because of the move of Miley. Even though he had himself a decent sized move, he was leaning back toward first base. You know, we watched it for a bit of a time when he was with the Red Sox, and you just can't figure it out. As a base stealer, I would just go on his very first move if I had to go. And if he tried to pick me off, so be it.
Red Sox traded him to Seattle. He went 7-8 there before they dealt him to Baltimore halfway through the season. He zips in a strike. And he was the first left-hander to start a game for the Orioles when they had got him in July, and he finally made a start in August. First left-hander to start for them all season. He had a rough year too. He had a 6.17 ERA for Baltimore. And a slice to the net, 1-2.
probably the hottest fastball he's thrown right there. 92 miles an hour for Miley on that last fastball.
Vasquez, the on-deck hitter. 2-1 Orioles here in the fourth. Boston with a base runner. Half a wave and a miss. Down he goes. He was confused on that one, and Rutledge strikes out.
That was a slider that Miley threw down and actually out of the strike zone, and Rutledge could not hold up the swing. Got about halfway through that swing and he wanted to stop it, but he just couldn't.
Two down. He has fanned 2 in the inning. His first 2 strikeouts. Now Vasquez, who had an RBI single in the second. As the Red Sox got on the board, they have out hit Baltimore 5-3. Two and 0. Vasquez, if he had enough at bats, would rank 4th in the American League in hitting. Coming into tonight with a .341 average. Fans with Benjamin Moore, you can paint like no other. Go to benjaminmoore.com to find your nearest retailer. Travis with a 1-out single, reaching first base, but now 2 down. Right at the shortstop, Hardy. He'll go to second for the force play, and that will retire the side, and 1 man is left. New England Chevy dealers. Billy and Jenny will host the show from Cask and Flagon to show you all the great places to go before, during, and after the game. Jenny tries a new workout craze called Pound, which uses lightly weighted drumsticks. Don't miss this and more on Dining Playbook Saturday morning at 9 on Nesson. Bottom of the 4th inning, 2-1 Baltimore. And the man at the plate was trouble for Eduardo Rodriguez in the first inning. Mark Trumbo with a 2-run homer, his 8th of the year.
Home run coming on a fastball that was down and in.
Now that's where you want your slider down and in, but not particularly the fastball against Trumbo right there, as he just gouged it right out of the ballpark.
Trumbo from Southern California, grew up just a few blocks away from the Big A in Anaheim, where the Angels play. Wound up playing for them at the start of his major league career. Here's Marrero moving to his left to throw on and get him. Time for our Xfinity X1 report as we send it down to Garrett Austin.
Thanks, Obi. This is a very special series for Jackie Bradley Jr. It was a year ago when the Red Sox were here in Baltimore that he got the call to return to Boston for the birth of his daughter. Emerson Bradley will turn 1 tomorrow, and Bradley said it's really unique to be back in the place where he found out, and special because it's so close to his home of Richmond, Virginia. He said he's very excited to celebrate her birthday at the hotel tomorrow with a party with all of her grandparents and friends and family. He said the past year has been incredible. Being dad is #1, and it's just fascinating to watch her learn every day. And Obi, with so many new dads in the clubhouse, he said they pick each other up, offer a lot of support and a lot of advice.
A lot of advice about how to get sleep, Garrett.
That's right. That's right.
Probably first and foremost. A beautiful name there, Emerson Bradley. Jackie, one of the young dads on this Red Sox team. Chris Davis 0 for 1. He is struck out. Torches that one to center field. That's high and deep, and you can kiss that one goodbye. Second home run allowed by Erod tonight. That'll make it 3-1.
Now, one thing you try to do to Davis is you try to throw the ball above his belt, because he's an excellent low ball hitter, and just watch the location of this fastball from Rodriguez. Right in the power zone right here for Davis. Down about knee high, and that's the pitch that he loves. He's got that uppercut swing, lifts the ball. That's where he wants to pitch, and that's where he got the pitch.
Davis launching it for number 12. Second time this season Rodriguez has allowed 2 home runs in a start. So the 2 guys you fear most as far as the home run in their lineup have done it tonight, Trumbo and Davis. Here's Mancini. He's ripped a double. That almost got out of here. That was off the right field fence. And the Orioles live and die on the home run. Last year they were the top home run hitting team in the major leagues. Right now they're 6th in the American League. Fly foul.
That's one of the reasons I think that they've been struggling some offensively. They have not had the home run output that they had a year ago. Their pitching has not been all that good. They're 11th in the league in ERA.
Got off to that excellent start. They were 16-8 at one point. And they started to tail off, losing 12 out of 15 games. And right now they're 3 games over 500. They're in 3rd place. Sox jumping past them into 2nd. But tonight the Orioles have a 3-1 lead. And he swung and he fouled it off, and he had a foot in the batter's box, so he's still alive there, 3-2.
Yeah, just barely still in the batter's box when that ball came back and hit him. No argument by the Red Sox. You'll see the foul ball, and it comes back and hits him right there while he's still in the batter's box, so he's not out.
Mancini 2 for 6 with a home run against the Sox left-hander. Golf shot. Nice scoop there by Marrero, and gets him. Well, he has very soft hands over there.
I'll tell you what, he is making some terrific plays, especially to his backhand. Now this ball's hit very hard. Now we talk often about, staying low to the ground as a third baseman, because the ball gets to you so quickly, and that's really the position you have to take to get ready, is be low to the ground and keep that glove low to the ground for hops like that. Very nicely done by Marrero at third base. I bet you he's saved, since he's been starting at third base, about 5 doubles down that left field line.
Yep. Schoop chasing the first pitch, pops it up, but that'll twist foul on a play. Yeah, I think you're right. And he's made it look pretty easy.
He has.
There were a flood of errors at third base before he arrived.
And it's not an easy transition. You know, people think, well, just because you're an infielder, you can play any spot. That's not true. It takes a lot of hard work to go from one position to another.
What's the toughest thing he has to do? I mean, he's a natural shortstop.
Yeah, well, shortstop, you got more time to set up and read ground balls. You really do, you know, because you're playing deep. At third base, it's just it's a reaction position. Also at shortstop, you can see the sign. You know what sign's coming. You don't see it at third base. Very difficult.
Xander Bogaerts had his struggles moving over there. Very happy to go back to shortstop.
You know, your preparation, your stance is so much different. If you watch a third baseman, you know, they're down low because they know how quickly the ball can get there. Shortstop, second baseman, they can stay up a little bit longer and just get a little movement, momentum toward home plate. All infielders want to be moving on the pitch.
1 ball and 2 strikes on Schoop. 7 homers, 274 coming in. 3-1 Baltimore. Yankees still up 5-0 on Toronto. That's in there for strike 3. Schoop will take a seat, but Davis goes yard to make it 3-1. Toyota's website for deals, buyatoyota.com. Dunkin' Donuts, America runs on Dunkin'. Lexus and the Lexus Strikes Out Hunger Program. Plainridge Park Casino, 45 minutes from Boston. Your New England Audi dealers and the 2018 Audi Q5. And by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. Baltimore on top here, 3-1, proceeding on to the 5th. Against old friend left-hander Wade Miley, now 30 years old. Red Sox got the 1 run off him in the 2nd inning. And the Sox do have 5 hits. That's a soft one. Charging Schoop, cross body, and got him. 1 away.
You know, Schoop's a very big second baseman. I mean, you stand next to him, and he's very tall. He's thick. But he handles himself very well out there at second base, showing pretty good range right here, getting the ball in front of him, and then the off balance throw, the side delivery to first base, little tail on it, but Davis has no problem making the catch on it.
And all 5 innings, Miley has set down the leadoff man. Bluff bunt there by Marrero does draw in Machado. It was awfully good at fielding the bunt. Devin 0 for 1. He's grounded to short. Now 52 games into the 2017 season, the Red Sox are 4th in pitchers ERA. Pitchers are 2nd in strikeouts in the American League. Red Sox on offense are number 2 in hitting. They're 5th in runs scored. Still last in the American League in home runs, despite hitting 6 in one game the other night in Chicago.
I'm not mistaken, too. I think Red Sox pitching has walked the fewest in the American League.
Yep. Chris Sale, Eduardo Rodriguez, they don't walk many, and have not walked any tonight. It looked like Miley was going to walk a lot of guys tonight, given his recent track record. 31 walks in 52 and a third innings. Look at the probables for the rest of the series. Ground ball to Hardy. Routine play, 2 up and 2 down. Make your next trip to Fenway unforgettable with the ultimate monster road trip. Your one-of-a-kind experience includes luxurious hotel accommodations, exclusive VIP pregame access, and seats on the Monster. Email premium sales at redsox.com or call 617-226-6912 for more information. Well, so far, quiet night for Mookie in a ballpark he loves to swing the bat in. He's flied out and popped up 0 for 2.
One for Adam Jones. That first at bat, he would have had a home run to give the Red Sox a quick lead, but Jones made a nice play going over that fence.
1 and 2. Ground ball, softly hit. Davis right to the bag. Fast exit here in the 5th as the Red Sox go in order again.
One-on-one with Bruins GM Don Sweeney at the NHL Combine in Buffalo. NESN Live is presented by Cross Insurance.
Last half of the 5th inning, Rodriguez back at it against Hardy. He was 0 for 1 with a pop-up. Then it'll be Joseph and Rickards. That's 8, 9, and 1 for the Birds, who lead it 3-1. Miley had kind of an odd reaction after cutting to the bag on the 3rd out as he went racing over to first, and then he started limping a little bit on his way to the dugout. That's drilled in there for a strike. Here's a closer look.
Oh, he tripped as he came off that mound. Looked like he might have turned an ankle a little bit. Spinning, trying to get over to first base.
So it has not been easy for either one of these starters tonight, because Rodriguez slipped in the bullpen and went down. Maybe an ankle turn there for Miley. We'll see how that affects him. Here's the 3-2 to Hardy. Yankees starting to pour it on against Toronto. 7-0 down the 4th inning. New York with a 2-game lead over the Sox coming in. 3.5 over the Orioles. Toronto has really had a long battle to get back to almost 500. Hot shot. Rutledge knocks it down. Plenty of time to recover and get him. And Hardy is gone 4-3. Get expert emergency care without leaving the ballpark at Fenway. It's the Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center, first aid station behind section 12 on the lower concourse. Visit bidmc.org. I think the most surprising team in the division is Tampa Bay, 29-27. They're getting good pitching. They hit home runs, and they're not fading.
Yeah, this whole division is really tightened up from what it was a month ago.
Oh, 0-1. That'll miss outside. They have the number 4 pitching staff. Essentially tied with the Red Sox. Effectively tied at number 3 with the Red Sox in ERA. That's in for a strike. And the Rays, so far anyway, still fairly early, but better than expected. Cut on and miss. Joseph goes down hacking. 2 down.
By design that time, elevating the fastball to pick up the strikeout. Second time he has got Joseph tonight out of the number 9 spot. That fastball rising as it was heading to home plate. Looked like a strike to Joseph that just kept going up and up and up.
Lexus is making a pledge to strikeout hunger for every Red Sox pitcher strikeout of an Orioles hitter. Lexus will donate $50 to the Greater Boston Food Bank. 2 away. Rickard the batter looking at strike 1. He's flied out and grounded out to the third baseman. He sits safely in 6 straight. Orioles got 2 in the first inning, another run in the 4th inning. We'll see how Miley looks when he comes back out for the 6th. Adam Jones on deck. Here's the 2-1 to Joey Rickard. Fly down the right field line, foul. Rick Porcello on the bump tomorrow night in game 2 here against the right-hander Alec Asher. David Price on Saturday against Dylan Bundy. And on Sunday afternoon, 1:35, Chris Sale against Chris Tillman. Swung on and missed. He strikes out 2 in a row to make it a 1-2-3 fifth. Technologies donates $50 to the Sean Thornton Foundation, helping find a cure for Parkinson's disease and pediatric cancer. EchoStore Technologies, your data center solutions provider. Sixth inning, Red Sox trying to get something going here against Wade Miley. 5 Sox hits, but over the last few innings, very little hit hard against the lefty. Chris Young has a base hit. He's 1 for 2. Bogarts and Ramirez after him. Ran in on the knuckles and he fouled it away. The bat goes flying.
Yeah, he had Bogarts backing up about 3 or 4 steps, and that bat looked like it hit the screen behind home plate.
Did you get drilled in the on-deck area by one of those?
Never had. No, never did. Bat goes flying, and see Bogarts going back.
Always got to be ready. 1-2. Third baseman Machado on the charge. Seeing a lot of those tonight. Softly hit ground balls, 1 man away.
Yeah, Miley's done a really good job of keeping the ball down tonight. All of his pitches, his fastball, his changeup, his curveball, all have been down in the zone and result a lot of ground ball outs.
Red Sox really knocked him around in the start at Fenway last September. They got him for 6 runs, 8 hits in an inning in the third. Much different story tonight. Bogarts is flied out, grounded out. He's 0 for 2. Three to 1 Baltimore in the 6th. Breaking ball snapped in there. Another ground ball. Hardy to his right. 2 out.
Stay tuned for Red Sox Final, presented by Plainridge Park Casino. TC, Tim Wakefield, and Steve will break down the key moment in tonight's game and preview Rick Porcello's start tomorrow here in Baltimore.
The Red Sox have 9 outs tonight by hitting the ball on the ground. Not true of Hanley Ramirez. He's popped up and struck out, but 0 for 2. Base is empty. Miley, of course, with a very similar rhythm and tempo to Chris Sale. Does not have the stuff of Chris Sale. But tonight, outstanding results.
Yeah, the key tonight is he hasn't walked people and he's kept the ball down in the zone to get ground ball outs.
Chris Sale goes on Sunday in the finale here. 1-1. Got Jamp. Hanley looking for a spark. For him, that often starts with a long home run. 2-2. Ramirez hanging in there. If he reaches, Sam Travis is on deck. Sam has 2 hits tonight. Miley has not been going deep into games. His last 5 or 6 starts. He's only had 1 where he's gone as many as 7. And another ground ball. Hardy comes in, up and over, and that does it. 3 ground ball outs. Red Sox go in order. beverage when you enroll at Speed Past the Line with on-the-go ordering. DD Perks, everybody deserves an upgrade. Download the Dunkin' app today. Speeding past the line may not be possible at all locations. Last of the sixth, Adam Jones climbs in 0 for 2. Orioles leading the Red Sox here 3-1 in game 1. He flies that one deep into the corner. That keeps on sailing, and that ball is out of here. Number 10 for Adam Jones, and it's the third home run hit by Baltimore tonight. And they have taken a 4-1 lead.
When we saw the replay, I want you to watch Vasquez and where he wants the ball and where the ball ends up. He wants the pitch up in the zone. You can see the glove go up, but look where it is. It's down, very similar to the spot where Trumbo hit his home run back in the first inning.
Well, this play is going to be under review. So the Red Sox have asked for a review on the home run by Jones, which went into the first row.
Yeah, did a fan reach over and interfere with the ball? We'll have to take a look at it and see. That's what they're looking at now.
That is not close.
No, that's a home run.
So Baltimore on top 4-1. 10th home run for Jones, who had missed 4 games. Came back, hit a home run yesterday against the Yankees and another one today. So that ankle is apparently all right. And Erod allowing home runs to Trumbo, Davis, and Jones. So 3 of their home run hitters, and that holds up. It is indeed a home run. So that extends the lead and sends up Machado, who has singled and grounded out. That was a leadoff shot by Jones here in the 6th inning. Machado going down on a knee.
It's the first time Rodriguez has allowed 3 home runs in a game since last June.
Yeah, it has not been his night even before the first home run was hit off him in the 1st inning with that slip in the bullpen as he crumbled down. 1-1. Machado with a base hit and a ground out to snap an 0 for 18.
Shaking off about 4 different pitches that time from Vasquez, and we'll try it again. Go through another set of signs. Fastball up.
Cross for a strike, 1-2.
Got pretty lucky there because you didn't get that pitch up in the zone either.
And he's missed some spots tonight. It's unusual for him against the Orioles. He usually pitches very well against them. The 1-2. All filled up now here on Machado. Three-two and a high chop along the third base side, picked up by Rodriguez, but that's going to be a base hit as it died in the grass, and Machado has his 2nd single tonight.
Yeah, nothing anybody could do about that. It's a changeup that fools Machado, but he just taps it down that third base line. By the time Rodriguez feels him, he's got absolutely no chance to get him at first base.
Infield single for Machado. That'll bring up Trumbo here in a moment. Trumbo homered a 2-run shot in the first inning to put them in front. Chris Davis also homered in the 4th inning. Nobody out. He'll take ball 1. A lot of home run hitters in this part of the Oriole lineup. Here's the 1-0. Line drive, and that'll settle out for a base hit. Machado taking a turn, throw coming into third base. First and second. Time for a game break now. Brought to you by Jordan's, the furniture store of the Boston Red Sox. Here's TC. Tom, thank you very much. Sanchez was injured early in the season, but now coming on with a vengeance. That'll be the next stop for the Red Sox, heading to the Bronx after this 4-game series. Willis out to consult with a young left-hander with runners at first and second, and Davis about to dig in, and this could get ugly if he makes another mistake.
Activity now starting in the Red Sox bullpen as Boyer once again gets up for the Red Sox. He's been a busy guy for the last since he's joined the ball club.
Home run, single. Nobody out. And Davis hit his home run with 1 away in the 4th inning. It was the first lefty home run against Eduardo Rodriguez in 132 at bats.
Yeah, they made a mistake on the big fellow. They laid a fastball down around thigh high, and that's exactly where he likes it.
And with that easy power of his, he launched it to center field.
They want the fastball upstairs or away. Instead, they get it down right over the heart of the plate, and away it goes.
High pop up down the right field line. Betts has a beat on it. Racing for it, Rutledge, and it's out of play. One strike on Davis. Rodriguez pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket. No walks, 5 Ks, but now 4 earned. Pitching into the 6th. Nobody out. Needs a ground ball in a bad way. That's a strike. Throw down to second does not catch him. Machado back in. Trumbo at first. Nobody away.
Yeah, that time Vasquez trying to pick off a guy at second base from his knees. Did not even come out of his crouch to make that throw.
It's a favorite play of Benito Santiago back in the day. Very good at that. See, every once in a while, Eduardo kind of twisting that torso there.
He's been doing that all night long, ever since the first inning.
0-2, a wave and a miss, something he does a lot. Down goes Davis. He strikes out for a big first out.
Yeah, completely fooled him that time on a changeup to pick up the strikeout. Struck him out on a fastball, hit a home run on a fastball, and now gets the changeup for the second strikeout of the night against Davis.
Rodriguez trying to keep the Red Sox in it despite another home run in this inning. Runners leading at first and second. Mancini now, he has doubled and grounded to third. They'll get time here from the home plate ump, Jeff Nelson. Mancini, young hitter who fits right in with Baltimore. With all the home runs early, according to Stats Inc., he became the 9th player in Orioles history to homer for his first major league hit. Hit 10 of them in his first 26 major league games. He's tailed off a little bit. And a 2-home run game against the Red Sox on April 12th. One and one. Machado at second and Trumbo at first, both having singled. Davis has just struck out. Red Sox with activity in the bullpen. And a lefty with a 1-1 to Mancini. Thought about it, but he checked his swing on a pitch in the dirt. The CVS Health Charity Classic has added a 2-day family-friendly food festival. It's Crave, Rhode Island, June 15 and 16 at the Dunkin' Donuts Center in Providence. For tickets and more information, visit cvshealthcharityclassic.com. And now the 2-1 to Mancini. Ground ball to third. Marrero digs it to second. Got one on to first. He does not make the throw. He holds on to that. Runners will be safe at first and third with 2 down.
Not much Rutler could do with that. The throw is inside the bag heading toward the runner, and he has to come flying across the bag. And actually it was very slow in developing, so no throw to first base as Mancini's able to beat it out. You see how Rutledge had to catch that ball and take a couple of extra steps to stop and couldn't really get a throw off to first base.
Jonathan Schoop now, runners on first and third. He's popped up and struck out looking. 4-1 Baltimore in the 6th. Schoop with a 4-game hitting streak. He had a 26-game on base streak ending in the middle of May, during which he hit 5 home runs. He does have very good power. Here's the 1-0. High fly ball deep to left. Young back to the wall, and she is gone. Schoop with a 3-run shot. The Orioles unloading tonight on Eduardo Rodriguez. And John Farrell has seen enough. Schoop with his 8th home run of the season. It's the 4th home run off Rodriguez tonight.
And this is more like Oriole baseball here tonight than what they've been playing.
That makes it 7-1 Baltimore. His 2nd home run in the inning, and the night is over for Rodriguez. It was rocky before it ever started with that tumble in the bullpen. We'll be back with more Camden Yards in just a moment. Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. The Sox have dug themselves a big hole here now. 7-1 Baltimore. As Rodriguez departs. Roughed up big time tonight to the tune of 7 runs, 8 hits, and 4 home runs, giving way to the right-hander Blaine Boyer. Appearing in the 398th major league game of his career. He's been with Atlanta, St. Louis, Arizona, the Mets, San Diego, the Twins, Milwaukee, and now the Red Sox. And a fly to right field off the bat of Hardy. Betts back to the track to put that one away and retire the side. They keep on blasting away. The Orioles on top, 7-1. On to the 7th inning, 7-1 Baltimore, as they've taken command of this one on the strength of 4 home runs. Sam Travis leading off here against Wade Miley, who's been very tough. Worst start of the season certainly for Eduardo Rodriguez. He had gone 27 consecutive starts without allowing 4 homers, but you figure if it's going to happen, very good chance it's going to happen in Baltimore, and it did. 2-0. Travis has 2 hits tonight. Youngster, a native of Chicago, so got a chance to spend time with family and friends, and had a 3-hit game against the White Sox too, and he's going to take ball 4. First walk of the night by Miley. Time now for our player to bank on, presented by Capital One. This is banking reimagined.
Jonathan Schoop hitting his 8th of the season, and a big 3-run shot to put this game, well, big distance between the Orioles and Red Sox. Let's put it that way.
Sox down by 6, and Rutledge, he is 0 for 2. Grounded to third and a strikeout. Double play ball. Hardy to Schoop. One little bobble there. Throws late. So did not get it out in time, and Rutledge is safe at first base.
Yeah, Schoop had trouble getting that ball out of his glove, and that cost him a double play. It looked like it was going to be 2 quick outs, but watch Schoop struggle right there. He gets it in the webbing of the glove. He reaches in, and he couldn't quite pick it right away. Rutledge hustling all the way down the line, beats it out.
Vasquez is 1 for 2 with an RBI single. The only Red Sox run that came in the 2nd inning when he played at Sam Travis with the base hit. Talked about all those ground balls. Got 3 of them last inning. Line to center. Jones right there to make the catch. He did drop it, but he had it, and that is out number 2.
And it looked like he had control of the baseball, and as he going to transfer it to his throwing hand, that's when he dropped it. There's the catch, and there's the transfer right there, so it will be called an out.
Certainly under control. If a ball's been caught and controlled, it's an out, even if the player drops it in the process of transferring. The 2 down for Jackie Bradley, who has singled and grounded to second. That'll be strike 1. Right and a left-hander Hart working side by side in the Oriole pen. Miley's been very good. He has thrown a wet blanket over the Red Sox bats tonight.
That's probably the best game that he's thrown all season long.
His last 6 starts, he's gone 7 innings 1 time, 5 innings or less 5 times. On May 5th, he was struck by back-to-back line drives, and he came out of the ball game in 2/3 of an inning. Much different story tonight. 107 pitches. Bradley 1 for 2, a single and a tapper to second base. Three balls, 2 strikes. We're in the top of the 7th. Game 1 at Camden Yards. 7-1 Baltimore. As they teed off on Eduardo Rodriguez tonight. 3-2, and he struck him out swinging. Side retired, 1 man left.
Presented by Joseph Abood, available at Men's Warehouse. TC, Tim Wakefield, and Steve Lyons will have the latest news from around the American League East.
Now the Orioles coming up here in the last half of the 7th inning with a sizable lead. On top 7-1, 4 home runs, shots by Trumbo, Davis, Jones, and Schoop. Usual suspects for them as far as the home runs go. Joseph has struck out twice. That was at the hand of Eduardo Rodriguez, who's on the hook. After 5 2/3 tonight, pretty short outing for him. Rickard and Jones up after this guy. Fans, be sure to stop by Plain Ridge Park Casino. Plain Ridge Park Casino, 45 minutes from Boston. And the 2-0 in play to the shortstop. Xander Bogaerts vacuums that up. 1 away.
First time that Joseph has made contact tonight and struck out a couple of times against Rodriguez, and that time making contact, but right at Xander Bogaerts.
You know, Nesson is looking for youth baseball and softball teams to take part as part of a live studio audience in the Nesson Clubhouse. Enter your son or daughter's team by visiting NessonClubhouse.com. Click the studio audience button for your chance to win a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Rickard, the leadoff man, has gone 0 for 3. Fly to center, grounder to third, and a strikeout. Seven runs on 8 hits for Baltimore. 1 run on 5 hits for the Red Sox. Sox have left 4 men on base. No fireworks tonight. High chop. Another smooth stop by Marrero. Low throw, but he got him. 2 down.
Seeing a lot of baseballs tonight get caught up in the fielder's gloves tonight. That one did to Marrero. He makes another nice play on the backhand right here. The short hop in the glove, but then as he goes to throw, it almost came completely out of the glove. And Farris had to pick it at first base.
With 2 gone, here's Jones, a home run in the 6th inning. He's gone 1 for 3. He's had an eventful night. Looked like he took a home run away from Mookie Betts in the 1st inning. Kind of leaning over the top of that fence. And he's hit a home run. They really missed him while he was out of the lineup with that ankle injury. He also had a bit of a hip problem. Come back with a vengeance the last couple of games. He strokes that one foul. One ball, 1 strike, 2 down, bases empty. Wright working in the bullpen. Machado on deck. Late on that one, but it was a curveball. 1-2. Red Sox in the 8th inning. We'll have Marrero, Betts, and Young due up, trying to climb back in it, but 6 down here. To the right side, Rutledge. Side retired. Boyer with a clean 7th inning. Brought to you by Subaru Retailers in New England. Franklin Sports, the official batting glove of Major League Baseball. Sullivan Tire Complete Auto Service. 47 Fenway now open at the corner of Yawkey and Arthur's Way. And by McDonald's. Any McCafe Bakery muffin with any size hot or iced coffee for just $1.99. Time now for the carrying the freight moment, brought to you by Old Dominion.
Wade Miley all night long was down in the strike zone, and the result was a lot of ground balls for the Red Sox hitters. Xander Bogaerts on the ground on a curveball that time to J.J. Hardy. And then Hanley Ramirez on a fastball that tied him up inside a little bit. Another ground ball with J.J. Hardy. So Miley pitching his best game of the season tonight.
Old Dominion, the official freight carrier of Major League Baseball and the Boston Red Sox. So Miley gives way to Mike Wright out of their pen. And he'll get Pablo Sandoval to lead things off. Pablo hitting for Marrero. Then Marrero went 0 for 2 with a couple of grounders to short. Sandoval coming off a 3-hit game. Trying to get back to the Red Sox and make an impact here. Coming off the disabled list and off his rehab stint, and it's in there for a strike. First game since he returned from the DL last night. He went 3 for 4 with a run at the game-winning RBI in Chicago. 3 hits tying his season high. One and 2 on Sandoval. Grounds it right to the third baseman. Seen a ton of those tonight. Fast out to begin the 8th inning. For every Red Sox home run this season, Speedway donates $500 to Boston Children's Hospital. Now through the end of July, you can use your Speedy Rewards card when you purchase any size fountain or frozen drink for 69 cents and get an entry code to win a VIP experience. And there's Fernando Abad in the Sox pen. Mookie Betts is 0 for 3.
A little different velocity from right. 95 with that fastball.
Trying to hold up. That's a swing and a miss, says Laz Diaz.
Tried to check the swing, but couldn't. It's way on that front foot, and clearly right there you see the loss of control of the head of the bat.
Betts down hacking. 2 away in the Sox 8th.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you what, the Orioles pitchers have made this look very easy tonight against the Red Sox.
Now Benintendi will hit for Chris Young. Andrew Benintendi with his first rips tonight. So far, it has been a tough road swing for the rookie. He's 0 for his last 12. Did not get a hit in the Chicago series. Certainly looks like he has lost the cleanup spot at the moment. Been walking a lot lately, but not a whole lot of hits. So 2 down. Strike 1. And right with a 1-strike pitch. Fly ball in center field. Right at Jones. Red Sox go 1, 2, 3. We have heard that refrain tonight. Short night for Erod. 5 2/3. He gave up 4 home runs. Miley was really tough to hit, over 7. His best outing. He went 7, gave up 5 hits, struck out 3. And the home runs tonight, big part of the Oriole offense. It usually is. So Fernando Abad will make an appearance here in the last half of the 8th inning. He'll get Machado, Trumbo, and Davis. 2 other changes for the Red Sox. Benintendi now remaining in the game in left field for Young. And Sandoval stays in to play third base. Machado has singled twice to break out of an 0 for 18 skid. He's gone 2 for 3, and he has scored 2 times. Red Sox have been trailing since the first inning, down 7-1. Trumbo's homered, Davis is homered, so has Adam Jones and Jonathan Schoop for Baltimore. In front of 20,150. And Abad with a 1-0. And he left it downstairs. Yankees rolling tonight against Toronto, up 8-0. So that score holds, and this one holds. The Sox would drop back to 3 games behind the Yankees. On the fly, it's Betts. Mookie Betts right there. And Machado is 2 for 4.
Tomorrow at 6:30, don't miss Red Sox Game Day Live, presented by DCU. TC Tim Wakefield and Steve Lyons will preview Rick Porcello's start tomorrow against the Orioles. DCU, Digital Federal Credit Union. What can DCU save you?
Mark Trumbo with a 2-run homer in the first inning. He's also ripped a single, so he's 2 for 3. If the Orioles do win it, they will take the lead in the season series 6-4. Slap to third, but foul. Trumbo, an all-star last year, a second all-star selection. He also went as a member of the Angels. Last year he got his first career Silver Slugger. Oh, 2. What a big year. 47 homers, 108 runs batted in. Red Sox, if they lose, would remain a half a game in front of this Oriole team in second place in the AL East if the Yankees do win. And they have an 8-0 lead in the 7th against Toronto. Davis on deck. 1-2 pitch to Trumbo. Almost got him on the elbow. Some fans howling a bit here at Camden Yards.
Memorable over the last 2 times the Red Sox and Orioles got together. Just missing the elbow that time of Trumbo.
Two and a full count on Trumbo.
He comes back with the changeup away, but too far outside that time.
If the Sox cannot rally, they would drop to 2-2 on this road trip. 3-2 pitch. He spoiled that one. Just got the bat on it. Porcello against Alec Asher tomorrow night at 7:05. Porcello 3-6, 4.21 the ERA. Asher 1-3, 3.77. Breaking ball, that's up the middle and into center field for a base hit. So it's a 3-hit game for Trumbo.
Stay on top of the latest Red Sox news with NESN's free Red Sox text alerts. From breaking news to in-game alerts, NESN will make sure you are in the know. To sign up, just text Red Sox to 536-536. Message and data rates may apply.
5th 3-hit game of the season for Trumbo. 9 hits for Baltimore. The Sox only have 5 in a very quiet offensive night for the Red Sox. Chris Davis now belted a home run in the 4th inning to center field, his 12th. He's 1 for 3. This is the kind of hitter he is in a nutshell. The home run in the 4th, around a pair of strikeouts. .76 miles an hour, but got him to bid for it.
Hey, look at Davis' strikeout numbers so far this season, 81, including the 2 tonight. But 12 home runs.
Trumbo with the lead, the 1-1 off the edge. The American League leaders in strikeouts, and he's in the top spot. That is not a place he is unaccustomed to being. And the 2-1 pitch. Been a sleepy night for the Red Sox offensively. A lot of them with very little sleep, getting in at almost 4 o'clock in the morning in Baltimore. But Eduardo Rodriguez had been sent ahead, so he got plenty of rest. And he got knocked around tonight. Fly ball into right, shallow. Betts coming in. So 2 down. We have no way of knowing as of this hour how much his tumble out there in the bullpen affected Eduardo's performance tonight.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to hear after the game from the Red Sox clubhouse, if he felt 100% going into the start of the game. We see the tumble prior to, working in the bullpen. He went down and he stayed down for quite a while. I mean, he got up and he was stretching an awful lot. And there was some concern in the Red Sox dugout that maybe he wouldn't be able to make the start tonight.
Not trying to use that as any kind of an excuse.
No,
he didn't pitch well at all.
We just don't know right now.
No idea. He gave up 4 home runs. So he left a lot of pitches fat in the plate. Paid the price for it. Lasted 5 2/3, 7 runs, 8 hits, and 4 of them over the fence. Here's Mancini. He's gone 1 for 3 with a double. Stroke to right field. Betts on the run. Will play it off the wall, heading into third base. Trumbo throws skitters into the infield. He'll stop at third base. That's a long single for Mancini. He likes to go to right field. That's his second hit.
Yeah, second time he's gone in that direction tonight. Once over the head of Mookie Betts and twice over the head of Mookie Betts. This time only for a single though. That ball was hit so hard it bounced right back to Betts, and he's able to get it back in to hold him at first base. This is more of what you expected out of the Baltimore offense. And one of the fears of coming into this 4-game series that they would get hot, especially with the long ball.
Yeah, they just got 10 against the Yankees, so you're right. Maybe that offense is finding itself again at a bad time for the Red Sox. We'll find out the rest of this weekend. 7 runs, 10 hits tonight for the Orioles. Schoop's gone 1 for 3 with a 3-run homer in the 6th inning. Last pitch thrown by Rodriguez. John Farrell then came out to get him. His worst outing of the season. 2 on, 2 out. Last of the 8th. Most good clubs just have a handful of guys in the middle of the lineup who are really free swingers. Feels like every guy for Baltimore.
Yeah.
It's paid off tonight with the 4 big flies. Here's the 0-2 from Abad. Trumbo at third, Mancini at first, both with singles to reach. One, two on the way to Schoop. Tomorrow night, Porcello and Asher in game 2. Saturday, Price and Bundy. And Sunday, Sale against Tillman. Red Sox then go to New York. They'll have Monday off. And a 3-game series against the Yankees in the Bronx. Yankees are going to win easy tonight. They have a 9-0 lead in the 7th against Toronto. Check swing, roll foul. Certainly looks like an easy win. "30 years ago tonight, Dewey Evans hit the 300th home run of his career. A solo shot off of Minnesota's Frank Viola. (1987). 1-2, a wave and a miss. That was 60 miles an hour. And Schoop couldn't wait long enough. 2 men left. Southwest, yes to low fares. That's transparency. Toyota's website for deals, buyatoyota.com. Old Dominion, the official freight carrier of Major League Baseball and the Red Sox. Mazda, driving matters. In there for a called strike on Xander Bogaerts. One change, Seth Smith taking over in right field. Orioles leading 7-1. Xander's spinning around to get free of that. He's gone 0 for 3 tonight. Mookie Betts without a hit. Bogaerts is hitless. So is Hanley Ramirez. Some key men have been shut down by Baltimore. 1-2. Mainly by Wade Miley, who went 7 against his former team. Gave up just 5 hits and 1 run. He was very tough. Foul tipped and held, and down he goes for strike 3. So 1 away.
Yeah, Red Sox are seeing much better velocity out of right than they did out of Miley, and he's picked up a couple of strikeouts in this game. 1 on a breaking ball, and that time he throws the fastball by Bogaerts.
Red Sox with only 5 hits and none since the 4th inning, and only 1 base runner since then. That was the walk by Sam Travis. Very quiet night at Camden Yards. Hanley's 0 for 3. One man away in the 9th. There's a line drive base hit. And Ramirez is on with his first knock tonight.
And it looks like Hanley at times has been caught in between, trying to move the ball the other way and sometimes pulling it. That time he got a pitch that he really had to pull, a fastball inside, and lines it to left field for the base hit. See this ball, a 2-seamer moving back into Ramirez, and he's able to get the barrel of the bat on the ball and pick up the 1-out base hit.
Travis has 2 hits tonight. He's also walked, so on base 3 times. Continues to look pretty comfortable at the big league level. Goes the old-fashioned way with no batting gloves. 7 for 13. Hanley on at first with 1 down and a strike. Not many base runners this evening for the Red Sox. Came in having won 8 of the last 10. The Red Sox were averaging almost 6 runs a game over the month of May, but now into June. Hoping to keep up that pace, but only 1 tonight. One-two pitch to Sam Travis. Poke foul. Well, the guys are getting ready back in the studio. 3-man show tonight. TC Wake and Steve Lyons coming your way with discussion on this game and everything around baseball. Here's the 1-2. Major League Baseball has released its first update on the All-Star Game fan balloting for the American League. Mookie Betts, who started the game in right field last year, is currently in line to start the next one, July 11th in Miami. In there for strike 3. Caught him looking. And there are 2 down in the 9th.
Yeah, tough pitch right there by Wright. Very good breaking ball down and away from Sam Travis. That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. Pretty much unhittable. But if you take it, it's right there on the corner and down at the knees.
Two gone Rutledge now. He's gone 0 for 3 tonight. Now this point has been a very fast game. Orioles leading 7-1. If you told the Red Sox before the ball game it was going to move very quickly, I think everybody would concur that's a bad sign. That means Wade Miley pitched very well, and he did. He really mowed down the Sox tonight. Here comes the 1-1. Runner goes. Ground ball up the middle. That's through for a base hit. Hanley taking the turn. He'll trot into third base and stop there. So Rutledge keeps it alive with a base hit.
Yeah, picks up his first hit of the night. 1 for 4 on the evening.
Well, the Red Sox had as many as 2 hits back in the second inning. And that is the only inning until now in which they've been able to do that. More than 1 hit in 1 inning. Vasquez 1 for 3 with an RBI single back in the second inning, which made it 2-1 at that time. Orioles in front. He'll look at a strike. Just in case they get the left-hander Donnie Hart throwing in the bullpen. And the 0-1. Base hit into right field. He served it. And Ramirez comes in to score. Rutledge into second base. So it's a 7-2 game on the RBI single by Vasquez, who has 2 ribbies tonight.
Yeah, both of the runs coming in tonight for the Red Sox by the bat of Christian Vasquez. Takes it to the opposite field as he normally does. Gets it by Jonathan Schoop on the dive.
And another run in. RBI number 11 for Vasquez. And here comes Buck. And he wants a relief pitcher. He wants the lefty. So that does it for Wright, who surrenders 3 hits in the inning. So far 1 run. These 2 men on base belong to him. Jackie Bradley will be taking on the new pitcher in Hart. We'll be back with more in just a moment. Is brought to you by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. Toyota's website for deals, buyatoyota.com. And Digital Federal Credit Union. See what DCU can save you. Well, Donnie Hart out of their bullpen. The left-hander trying to end the ball game. There are 2 out. Red Sox are making it tough on their bullpen. Jackie Bradley is 1 for 3 with a single. And strike 1. Hart, the 2016 Jim Palmer minor league pitcher of the year in their system. Rutledge at second, Vasquez at first with 2 down and a run in. Strike 2.
Side-on, kind of a side-on delivery, 3/4 and 88 miles an hour with that fastball.
And Brock, the right-hander, the closer these days, warming up in the bullpen in case the Red Sox do something like a 3-run homer here. And the 0-2 wouldn't chase it. Hard went 15 in the 3rd innings to start his major league career before giving up his first run. It was a homer to Hanley Ramirez. That was last September. And a 1-2 to Jackie Bradley. High fly ball into right center field. Backing up Jones. Turning. She's gone. A 3-run shot for Jackie Bradley, number 7. And the Red Sox have cut this to a 2-run game.
I'll tell you what, Jackie Bradley right now is locked in against left-handed pitches. They're not fooling him at all.
The Sox have just scored 4 in the 9th.
Little slider right there that Bradley's able to stay on and drive it out of the ballpark.
He jumped on it. So it's 7-5. And here's Sandoval with a cut and a miss. Turning over to bat from the right side. There are 2 down, but the Red Sox have pulled to within 2. Betts on deck. Jackie Bradley with a great looking swing. Here comes the 1-1 to Sandoval. And he watched it all the way back into the mitt for a ball. So rally here in the 9th. Red Sox with by far their best inning offensively all evening. And a 2-1. Little trickler charging in Machado. He'll throw on. Low throw, dug out. That is out number 3, and the ball game is over. The rally falls short here tonight. Baltimore taking game 1 TC 7-5, the final at Camden Yards.